Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. So this is going to be basically decorating the house for Christmas part 2. Gosh, I'm literally loving how everything's looking so far. Hopefully you've watched part 1 of this video, so you've seen the tree going up and everything. We're just obsessed with the shape of the tree. Like, I just think, I don't know if you can see it really here, and excuse all the boxes of Christmas decorations, but I just feel like they couldn't have picked a more like perfect tree shape for that space, and it's very just uniform. So because the other Christmas decorations haven't arrived, I think I mentioned in the other video, we've got some like plain baubles which are hopefully going to act as like, you know, like filler kind of decorations coming from B&Q that are in like a greeny colour and a brown colour. And we were going to wait until they arrived to decorate the whole tree, but we've just got a load of baubles basically sat around. We don't really want to have a completely empty tree for that long. So we are going to do lots of decorating today, and then we're just going to add them in. And if we need to do some rearranging, that's absolutely fine. Decided we're having a few glasses of red. Well, we actually had a few glasses of red wine last night as well because we've needed it after this week, haven't we?
We definitely have.
And it's a good accompaniment for tree decorating, of course. Okay. Cheers to our first Christmas in our house.
Merry Christmas.
So just wanted to show you, whilst our salmon is in the air fryer, we're just gonna have a quick dinner break because we're both absolutely starving. Some of the Christmas decorations that I've got, a lot of you probably won't have ever seen some of these before. So I know the majority of you that watch this channel didn't actually find me through Instagram. I really kindly, 2 years ago, got sent some absolutely beautiful Christmas decorations from a small business called Silver Mushroom. And they're basically like a lifestyle interior kind of brand. They have literally the most beautiful things ever. Our plates and all of our crockery are from them. These ones, as you will have seen so many times, but they just have the most beautiful collection of their own things, and they also stock lots of other just gorgeous brands. So in a second, I'm going to show you some of the things that they actually sent to me 2 years ago, which I'm just very, very excited about having out again. But this year, they actually have sent me a couple of new things. So I thought I'd actually show you those first because these are all definitely in stock on their website still. So one of the things are these absolutely beautiful, like rusty antique looking bells, which I am absolutely obsessed with. They are so much nicer than I thought, and they're actually a lot bigger than I thought they were going to be, which I'm very, very happy about as well. As you know, our kind of style, I guess, for our whole house is kind of bridging modern with traditional, and we really like the idea of like tying it into the character of the house. We've got original fireplaces and like cottage walls and things, obviously paired with some really, really modern features. So we really want to bridge the two. I think having a decoration like this, which is so sort of antique looking, is just absolutely perfect. The other reason why I really wanted something like this is to go over our stairs, because the way that our stairs sit is just not really realistic for us to think that we're going to be able to have a garland up them. We basically have glass that goes all the way up to the oak, what do I mean? Like rail thing. So these are just gonna look so beautiful at the bottom of the stairs. I actually tested them out earlier and they just look absolutely fabulous. By the way, all these little bits that I mentioned from Silver Mushroom, I will make sure I've linked down below for you. And then the other two things they've sent are our first Christmas stockings to have in our new house, just in the most beautiful, really natural, neutral materials, which are gonna look beautiful above our fireplace. We're actually gonna, because we don't have a mantelpiece, which would be so perfect to hook stockings onto. Obviously, it's like the traditional place to have them. Because we don't have that, we're actually gonna just try and like nail some hooks into the bricks. There are actually a couple of little holes that I feel like you could easily put a hook in. And at some point, we were saying we wish we'd done it in time for Christmas, but at some point we are actually gonna try and get a really lovely sort of old oak mantelpiece fitted if we can find someone locally to do it. But these are just going to be the perfect little addition. So this one's more of like a beige, well, like more of like a really warm beige and cream sort of natural stripe. And this one is more of like a cool toned beige with a white going through it. And actually both of these really, really work in our lounge area because our sofa is actually a beige colour, but it's more of like a cool toned beige. One of the things I just got out of the box, which were from Silver Mushroom 2 years ago, that they definitely still have on the website now, and they have a very extensive range of them. I really feel like Silver Mushroom are kind of known for having these little houses. These gorgeous, gorgeous white houses. They are so delicate. I think they are porcelain. They are actually from a brand that Silver Mushroom stock called Raider, I think it's pronounced. And I've actually put in a little like electronic tea light, but when I was using them 2 years ago, I had real tea lights in. It's just you have to change real tea lights quite often. But I've got 3 of these and I've got an idea as to where I want to put them. But yeah, we've got a couple of other Silver Mushroom things actually from 2 years ago amongst the rest of our decorations, so I will make sure to show you after we've eaten dinner. Dinner tonight, just super simple, air fried salmon, some rice, garlic, broccoli and crispy onions. And obviously I'm just gonna probably drown the whole thing in sriracha and soy sauce. Elliot's just gone up to finish off his work for the day. So I thought it would be a good time to sort out these beaded things, which I think are just gonna look so lovely on our tree. But like I said, I don't really want the tassels and things. So I'm just gonna literally clip those off. And I think it's gonna be really easy. I was worried they were going to be kind of sewn on or something, but they look like they're going to be really, yeah. How easy is that? So we're just going to be left with one big long beaded thing to kind of replace tinsel. To be honest, my family, really not a very tinsel family. I know a lot of people use it on their trees every year, but my family's just never been one of those. But yeah, like I said, I saw this on Pinterest and just thought, what a lovely, more like rustic kind of tree idea. I'm gonna keep these tassels because I feel like they could be put to use somewhere else eventually. Do you know what? This is actually, these little snowflakes are such bad quality. They're all broken anyway. So had I actually bought it to be as they are meant to be, I think I'd be pretty disappointed. So look how easy that was. Even easier than I thought it was gonna be. Lovely wooden sort of garland to go around our tree. I have to say, this space is looking a little stressful. The chair, we really thought that chair was just gonna slot so easily under that area, and it just really doesn't at all. And it actually just looks a lot bigger than I ever thought it was, to be honest. So I think in the meantime, I might change the chair to go the other way around and then move that plant, either tuck it under here or somewhere else, and just see what we can do with this space, because yeah, that chair is just literally looks like someone's accidentally left it there. Right, I'm gonna have to consult Elliot on this because I'm not sure about that chair. I don't really know where else to put it though, to be honest. It might have to be something we should put in the garage through December, but I feel like that would be such a shame. Let me know if you think that looks ridiculous. But yeah, may need to just stay there. I have found this garland sort of thing, which I completely had forgotten that I had, which I've just put batteries in. And I was thinking that can sort of run across the front of the bar area. It's quite sweet, and yeah, I just really love the pine cones. Oh, I'd forgotten it had little bells on actually as well. What do we think about having it there? It wasn't actually quite long enough for that bottom one. I'm just gonna turn off the light in this bit to see. So that would be how it would look if there was no light. To be honest, I think it looks quite cute. I mean, it'd be nice if all the sections were lit up, but unless I find another place for it, you know, I think that can be the place. We actually usually have this light on in the evening just because it's quite a cozy one, but I still think it gives a really nice little touch. So TBC with that one, but I don't think it looks too bad there. I've put this little light up glass Christmas tree thing, which is actually the wrong way. We broke that really sadly last year, so it's super glued together at the top, but it survived the house move. So I thought that could go there and just add a little Christmas touch to that area. Dark when I showed you these in the last video, but one of the things that I bought for the tree, and I will try and make sure I link everything that I mention below, are these little kind of brass antique looking bells, which I just thought was so cute. I also remembered that on my Christmas tree I used to have in my bedroom when I was little at my mum's house, we used to have these little gold bells, and I'm really hoping that she has not thrown them away and still has all those decorations, so that hopefully one day either Hayley or I or both of us can decorate that tree again with our children. But we used to have these little like gold bells with a red ribbon, and these really remind me of those, so I thought they were super sweet. So I bought this thin brown ribbon basically so I can use it to hang things, because we've got a couple of decorations that don't actually have a little piece of string on. So that's what I did on that one. I think that's gonna look really cute, but I think I might just make that a little bit longer on the next few ones that I do, just because I know it's a little tricky sometimes to like thread them into the tree. So I'm gonna try and get through this whole bag quickly and then do the exact same with the lime pieces, which I showed you as well, which I love because they've got this like lovely like mossy green color, which ties in with the accents in our blankets and cushions as well, and a bit sort of orangey brown in the middle. So I'm gonna have to also poke a little hole in the top of those, I think with a knife, and then try and thread something through, just so that also looks good. I think I'm missing some brown ribbon. That's the only thing. I'm pretty sure I'd ordered more ribbon. I've got this gorgeous like mossy green color one, which is probably a bit brighter than what I would have liked, but you know what, when it's on the tree I'm sure it's gonna look great. And I'm gonna do some more like rustic bows. Oh, just want to show you, I know I spoke through those gorgeous bells from Silver Mushroom yesterday and the stockings, but I just want to show you what they actually look like. So this is where I've put them, and I think they literally look perfect. I feel like it's just pride of place, and I'm hoping that a lot of people will notice them there. But yeah, I just think they are absolutely perfect, and such a unique Christmas decoration as well. Definitely have got to be like one of my favorites, if not my absolute favorite decoration so far. And then these are the houses, which I'm just so obsessed with. And these, apart from the bells, are definitely my favorites. They look so pretty, especially when I've got the tea lights on. I was considering moving like maybe the vase of dried flowers temporarily, but actually maybe it doesn't really make a difference. We still really need to get a photograph of Elliot and I to go in that frame. It's just one of those things that I feel like we're gonna end up having it like that for like a year, but we need to really try and get it filled because it looks a bit strange otherwise. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring, it will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends. Right, so we now have a whole collection of bells. God, I absolutely love these. I feel like that sound is just literally like Christmas to me. It just reminds me of, you know, the film Polar Express. It really reminds me of the bell in that, which I just really love. And so one of the things that arrived today, which I'd actually completely forgotten that I had, well, that I'd bought, were these ornament hooks. And I was just thinking, these might be a much easier way of actually hanging the limes, because that was honestly quite time consuming just to do the bells. And the limes are gonna be a lot more fiddly. I'm thinking these should really easily just poke through. Yeah, look at that. So I feel like that's actually gonna be such an easy solution Okay, so we'll be doing that instead. I feel like they're probably, I feel like it's probably less invasive as well. Ooh, I've actually just noticed that there are some longer ones and some shorter ones. So I might use the longer ones. These were actually all just from B&Q as well, but I know you can definitely get them on Amazon. Yeah, so I think the longer ones actually might be better, or I could do a few of different sizes. But I think they're gonna look really sweet as well. Doesn't matter, it's Christmas in my heart. And I can promise Santa's coming to visit. No, he wouldn't. And the lines are finished. I've got 3 kind of rogue ones. I'm not sure about the shape of that one. I think that will go in my dried orange pot in the bot area, and probably those 2 as well, just because they're a little bit teeny, I think, to hang up. I was actually thinking of adding limes to this little jar anyway, because I think that they would look really nice mixed amongst the oranges, and also act as really good little gin garnishes. We're running pretty low on those dried oranges, so I think I need to stock up. So I might do, the place I got those dried limes from did a mixture of like dried citrus fruit, so I might actually order just a packet of those. So we just managed to get the stockings up, which we were a little bit worried about because we don't actually have a mantelpiece, which is slightly annoying. And we have been thinking, I might have mentioned it before actually, we have been thinking of getting one fitted at some point. But for now, and considering we're not actually here for Christmas, we thought we'd just hang them here. So we've just literally nailed it into the brick, and hopefully they're not going to fall off at some point because we've really not made them particularly sturdy. So pretty. I think I need to put a little bit more paper in though, just to stuff it slightly more.
Yeah, they feel a little bit weird, but
they don't. They look so sweet.
Also, maybe we might need to. Oh wait, it's not even a real candle.
No, they're not. They're the fake candles because I'm a bit worried about. I think if we put the real candles on, they need to be like over here now.
Yeah.
But obviously, because it's. I was about to say because it's a chimney, or the thing will go up, but it actually doesn't because it's like, it's a log burner, isn't it? But yeah, I think they're looking pretty good considering we don't actually have a mantelpiece. Our box of decorations from the loft, we're just trying to remember what we actually had last year. And I remember getting this big box of ones, which are gonna be really useful, from Cox & Cox. Which were actually not too expensive considering a lot of that stuff is usually a little more expensive. See, they're gonna look so nice. I'm really glad we've got these because it's probably the most amount of the same like kind of Christmas decoration we've actually got until our other ones arrive from B&Q. Just looking through all of our Christmas decorations from 2 years ago, and it's bringing back so many memories. These little silvery acorns, and we actually do have a few pine cones already on a string, which is really helpful. And then these are the ones that I actually made out of salt dough, which I think are gonna look really great on the tree. And we've got some of these, I don't know how you say it, macrame ones, which are, to be fair, these are absolutely tiny, so they're probably gonna feel completely lost. Some more like really, really teeny ones, and is that pretty much it from the other year? I think it is. Then obviously the ones that I've kind of put together for this year. And then finally, for today, the ribbon. And we've got some brown and some green. And I think this is gonna look really lovely on the tree.
The city is covered in snow tonight. Where did my love go? Santa, I'm waiting for him, but he's nowhere inside. And all of the presents are still by the tree. They don't mean a thing till he's here with me.
Good afternoon, guys. I've just realised I'm already filming in the bit of the afternoon where the sun's going down, which is just honestly mental because it's 2:30 and it kind of feels like the evening almost. This might possibly be the most disjointed vlog I've ever done, but as you know, we had a bit of a delay with waiting for Christmas decorations. Last night, we finally put the decorations on the tree, and God, I thought the tree looked nice without the decorations, but now we've put them on, I just think it looks so good. I've got a few other bits I need to do today, so I need to add the little ribbons on. I didn't want to do it all last night because I was trying to do the green ribbon and I couldn't really see what I was doing properly. I think they look okay today, but I just thought I would save the like smaller kind of browny orangey ribbons to do today. But apart from that, the tree is pretty much done. I also thought it'd be nice to obviously show you everything in kind of the daylight, not that there's really that much left of it. As well as seeing it at night time. Obviously it looks so nice at night time because of all the little glowy things. I've got a wreath that I still need to put on the door, but I'm not really sure how to do it without a wreath hook. So a few extra little bits to sort, but yeah, let me show you the tree. So this is how our gorgeous tree is looking now that we've got the decorations on. I'm gonna kind of bring you in a bit further in a second just so you can actually see everything properly. But the only thing that I've got to put on, which like I said, I didn't do already, is chop this ribbon up into pieces, and I want to kind of dangle some on. Do you know what's actually interesting is that even though our tree, the last time we had a tree, was really small, I feel like the decorations, like it doesn't actually look too sparse, which is weird because I thought it was going to be like, we need a lot more decorations. I'm now thinking there's not really that much room for other ones. So I think up close you can get a much better idea of how it looks. Like I said, I did do some green bows last night, which I really love, but obviously you can hardly see them because the tree's green, which I hadn't really thought about before. I love how these are looking. To be honest, I would get a few more if I could, but I'm assuming that I probably can't. The one down here you can actually see a lot clearer. But I think it just adds such a cute, like, kind of tinsely look to everything. I might need to sort of, I don't know, make it a little bit more obvious. Still love these ones that I made last year. I can't remember if I made them in a YouTube video or not really, but they were literally salt dough ones, which I painted white. They actually came out really puffy, but I quite like how sort of rustic and just not perfect they are. And then I splattered them with gold paint and then added a little, do you know what? I was obviously in a very creative mood last year. Add a little wooden bead and bow. These are so cute, these little bells. And I think the white decorations are kind of key, to be honest, because the other ones sort of blend in quite well to the tree. I should have filmed this a little earlier in the day when it wasn't getting dark already. These were just so beautiful from the range. I can't believe I only paid like £2.50 for them. I love how all the limes look. And then I actually found a set of decorations that I think my mum bought me last year, which I thought almost weren't going to go with this tree. I thought I was going to just hang them up somewhere else, but they look quite cute. There's just the odd one sort of dotted around. I think I've got 4 or 5. I love these ones from Dunelm as well. But yeah, I think we've done a pretty good job, and now just the little extra ribbons to go. I just adore these bells. Like, I wish I could just keep them up the whole year, to be honest, but I think it makes them more special that they only come out once a year. But I just love how these look on the edge of the stairs. And the stockings, like, considering we don't even have a mantelpiece, I just feel like these are actually perfect. Like I said, I will try and link as much as I can in the description box. I feel like they're just such tastefully done stockings, which work so well in our house. I'm sure they will in a lot of your guys' houses as well. We really need to get ourselves some wood and things for the fire so that we can put that on, because we actually haven't used it recently, but keep forgetting to stock up on it. But I know this room is going to end up just being so festive. We actually had these little pine cone baubles, but you really can't see them very well on the tree at all. So I've just sort of placed them there for now. And then there are actually a few more that I haven't added on yet, and I'm just not sure whether to, because we've got a lot of small decorations. Do you know what, actually they are super cute, so I probably will just sort of hang those up. But yeah, when I was doing it last night, I genuinely couldn't really see anything because it was so dark. So it's quite nice to see it in the daylight today. And the other thing we don't have is a star at the top of the tree, and I'm not sure if it's a bit too late to get one now. So what I was planning to do was just to tie sort of, I don't even know if I want them in bows, to be honest, or whether I just want them to be sort of like dangly pieces of ribbon on the tree. Yeah, I saw it as an idea on Pinterest and I thought it's actually a really inexpensive way of adding sort of a lot more kind of colour and things without having to buy a load of new baubles. So I don't know if you can even see that from there, but I do like how that looks, and I like that it adds a little bit of brown to the tree.
Give him a ride, and I will wait here by the candlelight, 'cause his love is all I need.
I am so happy with how this has come together. I honestly think that the bows just add a lot to it, and I don't know if it's showing up as well on camera as it does not on camera. But I think it's just adding in a little bit of extra colour, even though it's obviously very like wood and white and neutral. But I'm not sure if there's room for those extra baubles, you know? So if they come and it's not really looking like I want to put them on the tree, I think I might just send them back. Do you know what? The only thing I really need to do is just work on this wooden bead thing, because it's getting very lost. And I do think it adds quite a lot to the tree, you know, if you can see it properly. Like that is definitely better. And I'll just do the same with the one on the bottom. I think just bringing it a little bit further forward. But not bad for our first Christmas tree in our new home. The only thing that I haven't put up, and this is actually a wreath that I rescued that my dad was trying to throw away at home. So I stole it, and I'm really glad I did, because I think it's gonna look really beautiful somewhere. The only thing that I'm having a bit of an issue with, so you can just see it's like a mixture of kind of twigs and silvery champagne color sparkly things. The only thing that I'm having a bit of an issue with is I want to put it over the door, but I've got absolutely no idea how to hang it on the door without a wreath hanger. So yeah, there is actually some wire which I'm guessing he used at some point to hang it somewhere. Is that what this is, or are these fairy lights? You know, I actually think these are broken fairy lights. Okay, well, fine. Oh, that's it. Yeah, I see. I knew there was a little hook and wire somewhere. I'm just not really sure how you fix that over a door, so I might play around with it, but I'm thinking probably to put it either on the garage door or actually on that bathroom door, because you'll be able to see that maybe a little bit easier actually. Looks like it's the first proper frost of the season today, and everything is looking quite like Winter Wonderland-esque, which I am loving. I'm kind of hoping for snow, to be honest, but I don't know how realistic that is, but it's absolutely freezing outside.
So please, Santa, bring back my love tonight.
I feel like that is just this loveliest little added Christmassy touch to, well, the bathroom door. But what's good about this door is like you can see it from this whole part of the house, whereas all the other ones, especially the upstairs ones, I feel like they wouldn't be as noticeable. And that one is probably closed more than the others as well. So I think that's a great use for a wreath that my dad was about to throw out. And I feel like it just goes quite well with all of our, you know, the rest of the bits in our house. I just realized you're gonna be like, why are you in a different outfit? It's actually the next day. I ended up being in such a rush yesterday because Megan picked me up so we could go to Winter Wonderland, and I just had to literally drop everything I was doing really quickly. But I'm actually gonna wrap this video up here so I can get it up tonight for you guys. Like I said, I really wanna try and just have more regular uploads in December. So if I can, like 3 videos a week. I have no idea if that's gonna go quite to plan. But let me know if there's anything you want to see in my videos. I'm sure you'll see a lot more Christmas festive-y things. And yeah, thanks for watching as always. Please subscribe if you do want to stick around, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!
Go inside and drink our chocolate by the fire, 'cause all I want is to spend this day with you. Let me give you a Christmas